Hello everybody, welcome to my first fitness related video. So today I'm going to be talking about what I learned while living abroad in South Korea. This is the title of this YouTube video, should be up there. I don't know if that worked or not, but yeah, we're going to be talking about that today since a lot of people have been asking me questions. I have notes here, let's get into it. Okay, so why did I move there? This is the question people always ask me. I love Asian culture and the food. It's just so unique, you know? In America, it's a mixing pot, but there's something special when you go to the indigenous areas or the native lands. You learn a lot more, and you need to stay there for a good length of time. If you go there for a week, you're not going to experience as much as you would if you stayed there for a month or 6 months or a year. So that's kind of why I wanted to go. And while I was there, I met many influential people in my life. I was able to travel around to different places in Korea, as well as try a good amount of the traditional Korean foods there. And I got to live like a Korean for 9 months. I probably added some pictures here of the people, the places, all that good stuff. So that's why I moved there. What did I do there? So I've been asked this a couple times and people have asked for my advice about doing this. So I was an English teacher for an after-school English academy. So students in Korea, they go to school from 8 a.m. till about 2 p.m., 1:30, 2:30, something like that. And then they go from school to an after-school academy. So typically that's a science academy, math academy, English academy, Chinese academy, swimming academy, jiu-jitsu academy, taekwondo academy. They go to all these different academies after school. And it's tough for the kids because they're going to school from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then they have academies from about 4 to 8 or 9 every single day, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays too, sometimes, depending on the school. But all those academies also have homework as well as school. So they're doing homework for about 2-3 hours. So their day is just school all day and then homework as soon as they get home, go to bed. They have very little free time to be kids and have fun. They do have playgrounds near their apartments though, so they can play with other apartment kids. And that's really interesting. It's really intriguing. They live a different life over there compared to here. So I would teach English from 12 until 9 p.m. So students would come in at different times throughout the day. My last class being until about 8:40 at night. Then I'd pack up, get ready to go home. Monday through Friday. So the job, it was very demanding. The teaching aspect was fairly easy, but it was the curriculum, the other teachers, the bosses that made it difficult. They wanted you to do things a certain way, and they were always watching you. I'll explain more about that later. So the job was very demanding, so that's why I took a hiatus on Instagram, posting every day. I just didn't have the time or energy or willpower to do all that because I was just so stressed out from the job. I remember my first month there was terrible. It was awful. I would come to work for an hour early to prepare, as well as do preparation work at home. I would stay an hour late, usually until about 11 p.m. my first month, every single day, just doing extra work every single day. And they would constantly monitor you. They would review my performance for the day and tell me what I need to work on. which I understand that part, but it was just over obsessive. You know, it just got to a point to where they were just doing it just to do it. Like, back off. But it's whatever. And there was also a curfew in Korea. Since Korea is very densely populated, they're very scared of COVID, or they're scared of the virus. So everything closes at 9 p.m. And Korean culture, they usually stay up until about 1, 2 a.m. Everybody. Kids, adults, grandparents. They stay up super late. But every restaurant and store closed at 9 p.m. for 90% of the time I was there. Everything would close at 9 o'clock. So after work, I couldn't really get food unless I ordered from a delivery app, which was a little expensive, so I didn't do that. I would just have to cook every day. And I'd be in bed by 12, wake up 8 or 9, prepare all day. Man, it was tough. It was really tough. The worst part was that I would be sleeping, or like, half asleep, and I would imagine myself still teaching, and it was like non-stop work. It was terrible. So that's like the worst part of it, though. The work was the worst part, because I didn't really have time to enjoy myself, and there wasn't really much free time or vacation time to go and travel. So those are like just kind of the worst parts, but the best parts. So life was easy, safe, clean, and comfortable. Korea has the lowest crime rate in the world. I should put a picture of it here. Women can freely walk around at any time of the night and not have to worry. So here in America, if you're a woman and you're alone, it's very dangerous. It's the same in many parts of the world, but not there. They're very safe. I'll explain more about why they're safe there, but you don't have to worry there. There's no gangs, guns, violence. You can't have guns in Korea. So don't bring your guns to Korea if you go later. Everything is super clean there. Buses, public bathrooms, everything. Always super clean. And there's always an internet connection. You would have Wi-Fi everywhere you went. Buses had Wi-Fi. Subways, trains, every single restaurant had Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi literally everywhere. Even on top of mountains. Some mountains, you would have an internet connection at least. Plus, the food there is amazing and unique. I really miss Korean chicken. I'm going to put a picture of it. Korean fried chicken is the best food, hands down. And pork spine soup. I'll put a picture of that too. Ugh. I can't express enough how good it is. Okay, so buses ran frequently. If you wanted to go to Seoul, you could go to Seoul. If you want to go to Busan, you can go to Busan. You can go anytime except late at night. After 12, I think they stop until about 6 a.m. Then they start again. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what I learned in Korea. First, no privacy. Korea has over 50 million CCTVs. So every intersection, 4 CCTVs watching each way. Every building had one at the entrance and in the hallways. For example, when I would walk to work, my work was maybe a 5-minute walk. I'd probably walk in front of 10 CCTVs just going to work. The walls in the apartments are paper thin. You can hear everybody above, below, and beside you, and even across the hall. If I turned on the hairdryer, you could hear the hairdryer in the other rooms. It was very, very thin walls. Every classroom had 2 cameras. One to watch the classroom, to watch the students, and another to watch you from over your head. They would watch your computer screen and what you were doing. There is no privacy in Korea. Only in your room. Only in your apartment do you have any kind of privacy whatsoever. Second, everybody lives paycheck to paycheck, or a vast majority does. The average yearly salary in Korea, I'll put a picture here. I think it's about $30,000 a year, US dollars. You make enough money to eat, buy clothes and luxuries, and maybe go on a vacation once a year. That's it. You don't really have a lot of money to save, and it's normal over there. People try to impress each other there. They wear expensive clothes, expensive jewelry. They just want to show off for each other. And it's not the best. Third, work-life balance. There is no work-life balance. It's only work. The average student goes to school from about 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. And working professionals, they go to work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, even Saturdays as well. Sometimes. Don't quote me on that. Sunday is their only day to relax and play around, be with their family. Sunday is traditionally the rest day, and it's a rest day there. 4, you take life for granted in America. You do not understand how blessed we are until you've gone somewhere else. South Korea is not a third world country. They're very advanced, more advanced than probably us in some regards, but still they work very hard. We have large spaces. You have big homes, big houses, big parks. There, no, you don't have that. You would have skyscrapers everywhere you go. You would have to go out of your way to go to a mountain range or to the park. They're hard to find. There's more city than land, or more city than nature there, it seems. So, South Korea is the size of Georgia, or I'll put a picture here as well about that. And 50 million people live there. So about the size of California, that many people live in this small little country. Cars are luxuries, and they're unnecessary. You don't need a car in Korea. They have good public transportation, so you can get anywhere super cheap, but cars are usually just luxuries there. And the last, life there is similar to prison. So I've never been to prison. I don't want to go to prison. And I don't know how it is to be in prison at all. But if I had to picture prison life, it would be like this. So I'll tell you my typical day. 8 a.m. to 9. I'd wake up about 8:30. Then I would go to a coffee shop nearby. Or I would go to the gym for about 1 hour. I would come home and I would usually either cook. Typically I would relax and just watch YouTube videos or something. Or I would do chores like laundry or cleaning my apartment. 11:30, I would get ready for work, take a shower. 12 to 9, I would just be at work, teaching kids. 9:30, go home, order food or cook food. Typically, I would order food or get something on my way home. If they were open, that is. And there was little to no variety. And it's hard to break that monotony. Monotony? I believe that's the word. So, it's very hard habit to break. And I would only look forward to Saturdays and Sundays. Those are the only days where you are free to explore and see and experience Korea. Because on the weekdays, you don't have time. There's no time to go to Seoul and then come back for work. Or go to work, go somewhere, spend the night there, and then come back. You don't have that luxury. So those are the 5 things I learned. And there's a lot of other details that I don't have time in this video. This video is already pretty long. So I just wanted to get that out there for you guys who've been asking me questions. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about everything. And if you want me to make another video, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below about what you thought. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. If you want to teach in another country, I can give you some help or pointers. But yeah, I'll be replying to everybody who comments. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it through to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for watching my first YouTube video.